So the first horse we're going to be trying out is an Appaloosa mare named Dawn, aka Morning Light. So let's get right into it. I'm like 10 minutes late, so I believe the owners tapped her up, and I know the owners personally, so because her parents and my parents are like best friends. So this is Morning Light. She is a 15-hand high horse, and she is beginner safe, which is good. And apparently she's really good at cross country, is what I heard. So let's try out their cross country course. But first we're gonna warm her up to get her like ready for it. So we are at Evergreen Stables, like inside Fairgrove, or outside Fairgrove. But yeah, they have a really nice cross-country course here. So we're gonna maybe become cross-country jumpers eventually if I can get her. She might be on the top of my list. With her canter, it's like gentle and like smooth. So I think she'll be like a good horse for my like little siblings when they like come over at the barn and like visit. So this is the main pathway to the cross country course, and their cross country course when we went on it the first time with my older horse was like really nice. But since my older horse is no longer with us, I had to like try not like find a new horse. So other than that, it was a really good ride. She had a little spook a couple of times because of the jumps, but other than that, she listened to my cues really well. But other than that, it was good. But it could have been better. It was like really hard to like keep her calm because of like the animals around where the cross country course was. Because there's like sheep, chickens by the cross country course. So there's like where the sheep are. And she like wanted to like go see the sheep, but I was like, no, we gotta finish this first. And then right after our ride, I took her back to the barn and like left her so I could like get ready for my next ride, which is apparently is an English thoroughbred, and I don't know his name yet, but I'll find out eventually. But yeah, all I know is that he's 12 and like 16 two hands, which is a big boy for like English thoroughbred. But I'm excited to like meet him. So we're almost back to her stall. So hopefully we had fun, especially with her. But other than that, I think she did an amazing job. So I just left her tack on because she had other people come in and look at her after me anyways, so I just left her alone and her tack alone. So that's it for this part. Next one will be soon. So we are at Moon River Stables. We are testing out an English thoroughbred gelding named Ash, aka Asher. Apparently he is an all-rounder for everybody from adults to kids, and from beginners to intermediate or advanced. So he is a 16.2 height English Thoroughbred gelding. He's also 12 years old, and I was early for this one, so I could like attack him out to see if he has like good ground manners, and he tried nipping me a couple of times, but other than that, he was a sweetheart. There isn't really anywhere nice to like jump over at New here, so we just cantered it, ran around. So it was quite interesting. The next one sets like Valedale, so it's gonna be fun because there is some things to jump over there. So yeah. So we just ran around because we had no jumps to jump over. And the owner also said we could like use one of the pens up in the village if I wanted to see his actual groundwork. But I was like, oh, we'll be fine without trying his actual groundwork. He had a really nice trot and canter. And then we saw the pathway to the village by the beach, so we were like, might as well gallop. We got spooked by something, and I wasn't quite sure what, so. But other than that, it was good. So we found the pathway and galloped till we got back to the barn, and when we got back to the barn, I was like, since there's other people riding him, I'm gonna leave his tack on. It was a very nice ride, but it wasn't like real nice because he made my butt hurt right after the ride. But other than that, it was good. But English Thoroughbreds mostly have the bouncy trot, so we're almost back at the barn, as you can tell. So we got back to the barn, and that was like, okay, that was interesting. He'll be on my list, but not like Dawn, because Dawn was one of the best rides I had that day. So I don't have my other rides till later. So yeah, so excited. So this mare, I know personally, her name is Faith, aka God's Faith. She is a 7-year-old Haflinger mare. She is a very, very sweet horse. She is an all-rounder, but mostly used for beginner lessons. So I might get her with another horse because I can afford 2 horses. Just not sure which other horse I should get. So there's a lot of objects for us to jump here. So she has a really nice trot that you'll see soon. Like, her trot is so nice. Like, I love her trot. She has a really nice jump. Even though she's like a pony. She's 14 hands. But she doesn't look 14 hands. She like looks maybe 14.5. So we were looking for our blue saddle pad, and I found it, but I was like, where did I put it right after? So she had fun with me riding her for once. So it was mostly beginner kids that would ride her. So I wanted to get her out of her comfort zone and like try her out. So hopefully I can like get her, but my owners know me quite well. Like, I'm at this barn because we're at Silver Song Stables, which is this barn I've been like staying at for the last 2 years. So we started jumping over like the stone fences, getting her like used to my cues, and she knows my cues because I'm like the trainer at this barn, so she knows me. And she was like very well behaved. We didn't have a spook, which was surprising with her because normally when she's like jumping over things that she's not used to, she spooks, especially with the cow there. We accidentally ran into a tree because we were like trying to like turn, but we didn't really turn. But other than that, it was good. Once in a while, she will jump actual fences when she's in the pasture, but she rarely does that. So, nobody else wanted to like try her out that day because everyone did before I did, so it was like a great little ride with her. So, and I just left her tack on because I was like gonna take her out later. So when we got back, I just left her tack on because I was like gonna like take her out with one of our lesson kids so she could like learn how to like control the mare, because most kids don't know how to control the mares. They're marish, but she isn't. She's like a sweetheart. So I just left her be. She gave me some kisses, which is surprising with her. So, yeah. Okay, the horse we're looking at now is a 16-hand high track nation gelding named Darkness, aka Dark Hunter, and when I got there, he was already tacked up. And what Josh told me is that his ground manners are extremely polite. So I was like, okay, that's good, especially with a horse like him. So he is used for jumping, and he does a bit of Western. So I'm like starting to get into the like a Western. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna like get him if we can. And later in this, I actually go and talk to the owners about buying the 2 horses that I'm wanting. So, yeah. And I actually called the owner of Faith, and she said it's so cool that I buy her because she knows me quite well, and they both know that I wouldn't hurt the horses. Like, I'm extremely kind to them. So, Black Dark Hunter is mostly gonna be for my riding, and then Faye's gonna be used for like lessons and like all that. So the kids can like know to be nice and gentle with the horses. So I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to get these 2. And then after I talked to them, I took them both home, which was extremely exciting for me. Like, I was so excited to take them home. And now they're both healthy and happy in their home, which is extremely happy for me. Like, I am proud to own 2 loving horses. Like, they're both very sweet horses. Like, I know Faith since she was like a foal. I raised Faith when she was a foal because her mom didn't make it right after she gave birth to Faith. So that's why her name's Faith. It's because of her mom's faith in her and all the others' faith in her. So right after this, I talked to Josh, and he was like, cool, take care of him, show him how much you love him and all that, because Hunter is a very, very sweet horse. So right after that, I called her. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you all next time. Bye.